So we are here with Coach Porter today. Coach Porter, how are you doing?
Doing great.
Doing great. So watched the girls' game. You guys played yesterday. Really hard fought game. I like seeing what the girls are doing. Really good game. And I could see that this year there was a lot more girls playing than I've seen in previous years. What have you done to keep more girls to come out and play?
I don't know that I've done that much. I tried to treat girls with respect. There was a time when younger in my career, I coached boys for several years. And when I first switched to girls, I coached them pretty hard as well. And I still do. But just as I've matured, I've learned that there are more important things in life and that I have to treat them in a way that makes them want to be on the floor. And hopefully we see our net continue to grow.
I do, yeah. So you came from Branson, right?
I did. I was here for 6 years, very early 2000s. I was at Branson as a junior high and an assistant coach, and retired a couple of years ago and was able to come back.
That's sweet.
So did you coach boys or girls at Branson?
I coached girls while I was at Branson. I started out way back. I was here at Forsyth, 89, 90, 90, 91, back when Brent Blevins was here.
Oh,
I was an assistant for Gary Blevins while I was in college still.
Yeah.
Coached boys for about the first 10 years. And then just kind of, my first child was a daughter, and I started coaching girls a little bit, and then it naturally stuck. And it's been a different experience.
Yeah. And so I was actually, when you came here, what would have been 2 years ago?
Yeah, this is my second year.
I heard from a few people from Branson that you were nice, really great coach coming. We were getting a lucky one. And that's something I love hearing, because whether or not, I think every program, every sport program in Forsyth should be great. I feel like every sport program in Forsyth is great. And hearing that we have a lot of new coaches, a lot of great coaches coming in, it's definitely a good thing to hear. So have you had a lot of success in your past, at Branson, and at just kind of talk us through how you've done successfally?
I felt like I had a lot of success at Branson. Again, when I first went to Branson, I coached junior high, and my older kids were going through themselves. As a matter of fact, I coached my daughter there in junior high. I was part of the switch, and as a junior high program, we were highly competitive, and what is a very highly competitive conference. You're playing Nixa, Ozark, all those people. And we held our own with those programs. And then as my older kids graduated, I moved on up and worked with Kip Boo at Branson. And we won a couple of districts. We made a run to the quarterfinals, coached a lot of kids. And, I hope I was part of that success. I'm going to give him a lot more credit as a head coach, but I felt like I added to that staff and made them a better staff because I was there.
So yeah.
And so you guys only had one senior this year. You're a leading scorer, but you guys are pretty young. How are you looking to develop those younger players?
Well, it's one of the big things I've been pushing them for. It's been a bit of a struggle since I got here to get some of them in. They would come out, as you mentioned earlier, last night, I thought they played really hard.
Oh, yeah.
They've worked hard when we've been in the gym. We've not been in the gym enough. Mm-hmm. And so we're trying to convince them that now is the time, that the buy-in has to happen. And we're coming back from spring break. There'll be some morning workouts that hopefully we get some of the younger group coming to just skill develop.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah. So going into this summer, you play summer basketball, right, for the girls? I feel like
we tried to. We struggled to have enough numbers to go as much as I wanted to.
I feel like it's pretty hard because you got volleyball players and all of that. But if you're going into the summer, are you going to load your schedule with hard teams? Is that do you believe that would help play harder teams? Or
as much as anything in the summer, we'll try to play just whoever we can find.
Yeah.
We want to give them an opportunity to be on the floor, to stay in shape. And a lot of stuff we do in the summer as far as games go, I just want to see them play.
Yeah.
Because, even throughout the course of the year, we switch some things offensively, defensively. I need to see what they're capable of so that I can plan more for the season.
Yeah. So I'd say you're really turning this program around. I really like what you're doing. I love the way you coach. So are you set? I mean, this is kind of maybe a little crazy question, but like, are you liking it here at Forsyth? Like, are you set? Like,
I'm very happy here.
Yeah.
100%. Well, last year I had a school from Arkansas call and really wanted me to come down, and I just said, I'm very happy where I'm at, unless you can make the money look a lot bigger.
yes.
You know, the money never looks bigger. You never know. But yeah, I'm very happy. And like I said, last night after the game, we already started talking plans for next year. So that's my full intention, is to continue to try to see just how far we can go.
It's great.
And going back to what you said earlier, you're trying to get younger girls come in. Are you guys incorporating like 7th and 8th graders to get their skill work?
We definitely are. This last spring, even, I did a lot of things in the morning, and my best attended group was last year's 6th graders. Who this year's 7th graders had a pretty good year, did some good things, and they're all already. They've been talking to me about wanting to be back in the gym, and so ideally this year, we usually I'll start with my high school and junior high kids that are already here. And if the numbers allow me the time to work, then we'll just keep extending that down to younger grades.
And then some of the other sports do like elementary, like camps. Are you guys looking to do any of those in the summer?
I don't know if we will in the summer. Last spring, we did one together. We did boys and girls combined with Coach Smith, and that was great to be able to just hop on board and do that. Still trying to decide right now whether I think it's better to combine or to split that off, but we will definitely have a camp here this spring.
Sweet. And I really didn't think I was going to come back to watching the games, but these coaches really left a mark and makes me want to come back and watch a basketball game or two. And seeing what you've done, I'm probably going to come back, watch a few games. I want to see you guys succeed. I want to see Forsyth succeed, and I feel like you're going to be a really big part of that. So good. I really hope to just see everyone succeed. And yeah.
You mentioned coming back. It was great having the fans that we had last night and the previous game against Hollister. Usually when I'm a fan myself, like I love to come to the Forsyth Boys tournament.
Yeah,
let's do the student sections good. Some people don't like that. I love it. I think it's awesome. It's culture. Usually when I'm coaching, I don't hear it, and I actually last night I kind of heard it going back and forth a little bit. It was odd. I heard the football chants and some stuff like that, and it was neat for me to hear. And ideally, that would be the thing, is that we continue to work and play hard enough that we get more people who want to come be in the stand and see, because they are putting in work and they do deserve the opportunity to be seen and recognized for what they're doing.
And I feel like more fans will come up after you guys got a district win, where at the beginning of the season, some people were saying like maybe we don't even win a district game, but you guys did come out and beat Hollister at their place. So it was a huge win.
And playing that 1 seed with, I don't know who was number 10, she had doing really good. I noticed that the game before their one, or their, I don't know what you call them, like their ace, their best, was held under like 10 points. And then you did it again. To like, what was your plan going through that? Like,
it was very different, because against Hollister, we were zone, and then a little junk, a little box and one. We played man all night last night, trying to try to guard screens a little differently. Got lost a couple of times in assignments, but from a defensive standpoint, I thought we did very well. The points that hurt us most were on turnovers, where we gave up stuff in transition and didn't have an opportunity really to guard it, because it wasn't in a half-court set.
And especially since you got here, I've noticed that these girls have gotten a whole lot better. And it's you, and you're not coaching by yourself. Who else coaching with you?
Coach Johnson is working with me, and he's helping, and he does have a big buy-in and wants to be, like, when we come in the summer, he's here, he's a part of it. And that's going to be a big help moving forward. He's got a pretty good relationship, because junior high softball with a lot of these younger girls.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're able to carry that over and continue. You mentioned the numbers earlier. I would love to have a season where we can play a full JV game every night.
Yeah.
Or even eventually, dare I dream that we'd play a freshman schedule. That's when your program finally gets healthy where it needs to be, ideally that's what you're doing.
And the numbers I've heard in a recent interview, I think Warren stated that you doubled the numbers from last year coming in this year.
Yeah.
At this rate, it's going to keep doubling, you know? So like, I'd like to see what his head's to. So
And you said your assistant's the softball coach. Are you a big believer in like dual sport or multi-sport athletes?
I do. You know, we mentioned earlier that we had some discussion. We had some trouble with. It's hard to get them involved when you have so many multi-sport athletes, but I still believe in it because you get one opportunity in high school to do those things. So I would always support my athletes playing whatever it is, softball, volleyball, tennis, track. If they're being an athlete that competed, that's a good thing.
all right. And one last question for you. All right. Who are you going for in the March Madness? Who was your college team?
Arkansas Regiment.
Hey, that's what I'm
Whooping.
That's what I like to see. All right. Well, thank you guys.